three parts. That is, first is how to Guys, welcome back to this channel. In today's video we're going to watch how to build Power BI dashboard in just 10 minutes.
Wait a minute.
But more important is how you can build Power BI dashboard under 10 minutes. Basically, if you are here to just watch video and want to build dashboard for just show off, then you can watch this video. And if you are here to learn actual thing and want to learn how to build Power BI dashboard, then you can continue to watch this video. Basically, I'm going to divide this process of building Power BI dashboard in three main parts. That is, one is how to load, means connect to data source. Then second is how to transform, means how to improve quality, how to remove null values and all that thing. And third one is actually building our Power BI dashboard. So let's start with the video. And end of third video, we're going to build industry level fully functional dashboard that you can use into your resume. To start building visuals, we need to connect data source to Power BI desktop. As a data source, it can be Excel file, MySQL server, or a simple folder which containing the data files. Okay, now let's see how it is work in Power BI. Before connecting Excel to Power BI, you need to open your Excel file, and on your screen you can see here is some unwanted values like year-on-year sales report from March 17 to March 18. Basically, this value can be added by machine or the person who made this data file. So these values are not important to build our visuals, and that can cause future issue or errors while building our visuals. So we need to delete this value. Just like what you need to do, just select this rows and right click and click on delete. This value will be deleted. And also I added some empty values in this data. And one more, you can see here after F you can see directly H. So there is some hidden column that can be cause some error while building dashboard. So what you can do, just double click on it, or just you can expand that column, and you can see this customer ID is merged into that G column. That's why that column is collapsed. So you can do go into home tab. In here you can see merge and center. So you can again click on it and it will again come back to normal. So after that you can simply delete this column, and this data is now we can say 80% is clean, and there is some other values that you need to deal with. Okay, I created this extra column which is named as sales and $sign, and every value have this $sign. So while counting or as a sum, you want to take sum of this value, that sign can cause an error. So what you need to do, you need to remove that sign into Excel only before loading data into Power BI. So just select that column, come to home tab, and here you can see find and select, click on it, and then you can see replace option. So click on it and it says what you need to find. So I give the dollar, right, and replace with nothing. We need to replace that dollar, so replace with nothing. So what I do, I will click on find all. It will find all that value which contains that $sign, and then we can simply click on replace all with nothing, and it will successfully replace all that value, and we get our clean data. So this type of some empty errors or some values you need to deal with, you need to clean that values in Excel only. Then you ready to do your connection with Power BI. So just click on Ctrl S and click this close this file, type here Power BI, and now let's open our Power BI. Okay, as soon as you open Power BI, you can see this pop-up window where you can see this option get data. So through this option you can directly load your data into Power BI, and else you can see after closing this pop-up, you can see here this watermarks here. In this through this watermarks you also can load data into Power BI. First is you get Excel through Excel, then you get SQL Server, then you can simply create blank table, and also you can try their sample tables provided by Power BI. So this is your second option to load data into Power BI, and there is third option also. That option is going to be used by you most of the time, that is get data in home tab. So this is option are often used, and when you click on this option, you get one window. After clicking on Get Data, you can see this Get Data window through which Power BI provide 100 plus options to load data into Power BI. Among the 100 options, we're going to learn Excel, CSV, folder and MySQL, because these are the options are oftenly used in company. And one of the survey conducted on LinkedIn which says like Excel is most used tool to store data in most of the companies. So we will learn these skills, and if you have any other things that you need to load data into Excel, you can simply Google. Then Power BI is a huge community. Definitely you get hundreds plus solution for that thing, and you can resolve your issue. If that don't resolve your issue, then you can comment below and we will try to resolve definitely. So let's first understand to load data through Excel. So to load data through Excel, on this window you need to click on Excel workbook, click on connect, and after connect you see this XLS file which is stored on our desktop. So click on that file, click on open, and this navigator window will open. Right, this navigator window will open. Here you can see sales sheet which is in our Excel workbook. When you click on that sales sheet, you can see this preview of your data. So after clicking on that sales sheet, you can see here two options. First is load data and second is transform data. Load data means you can directly start building your visuals, and transform data means you can there is another window will open, that is Power Query editor, through which you can alter data, clean data, remove empty values, deal with errors, like that thing. And the transform process, that is we going to learn in second video. So this is how you load data using Excel. So let's close this and learn how you load data using CSV file. Click on again Get Data. To load data through CSV file, you can just click on CSV, then connect, same as Excel workbook, just browse to that particular file and select that sheet that you want to load into Power BI, and just there is again two options, load and transform, through which you can load data into Power BI. So these two options are common, and then there is third option, that is folder, and it comes to very important when there is a huge amount of data or you have multiple Excel sheet. So let's consider you have 100 Excel sheet and you need to create a dashboard using that 100 sheets, and you don't want to waste time to just copy data from one sheet and put that in one common sheet, right? And copying from 100 sheets and putting that all data together in one single Excel sheets. And there is one more error you will face, that is limit of Excel file, that is about like 10 lakh 48,000 something rows of record only Excel can store in itself. That is also error you can face. So that's why you need to use folder option. So in folder option, you can just click on folder, then connect, right? When you click on connect, it asks the path. So for a path, you need to click on browse, and simply you need to browse that folder. So in our case, our folder is in local disk C, then there is this folder, then there is this folder, and this folder I created to show how you can load data to folder. So click on that folder, then OK, then click on again OK. After that, whatever the Excel file in that particular folder, you can directly see here. So we have this COVID data 1, 2, 3, 4 files, and we can directly combine that 4 files and build a dashboard on that 4 file data. So for that, you need to go on combine, then combine and transform. After that, you get one single sheet which looks like this. This sheet contains one Excel file, and there is one thing you need to take care of. Column name needs to be same for each and every Excel file. That's the way Power BI is going to combine that file into one single file, right? So this one file, this one sheet have this data, and other that 3 files have the same column name with the data, right? So with same data that is going to be combined, otherwise it will cause an error. So just click on that and click on OK. Again comes to that transform window. After clicking that OK, you can see this Power Query editor. Here you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4. That 4 file is now combined and that data also combined together. That's the use of folder option. And also when you're going to put another file into that folder, Power BI automatically going to refresh and combine that new file into your previous files. So that is the use of folder. Now see our last option, how you can load data through our MySQL. So let's close these windows. Okay, for now MySQL, let's again click on get data. In get data window, you need to go on search bar and type MySQL. And you can see here MySQL database. Click on it, and before connect, you need to open your MySQL workbench. If you don't have a MySQL workbench installed on your computer or laptop, so you need to download it. Maybe if you want to try that method, I will give the link how you can install my workbench into description, right? So let's open our my workbench. You can see here. Click on it. After opening my workbench, come back to Power BI and here click on connect option. Then there is one window will open and here ask server. So here you need to give the IP address of that server. So to find IP address, you need to go here and you can see here 127.0.0.1, right? So this is the address of your server. So give it, sorry, it is local address, so it is 127.0.0.1, right? And it asks the database, so which database you want to connect. So just click on it, then open it, then click on ROO, what is your password, and click on OK. And here you can see we have this e-commerce, EMP, hotel, John, Saliga, and this type of database. So we want to connect with EMP. So for that, come back to your Power BI and in database give that database name, that is in our case EMP, and click on OK. After clicking on OK, you can see here these two table which is present in that database. Just go there and see, yes, employee and salary, and here employee and salary, emp.employee, emp.salary. We have that these two table right here. So this is 4 method. I just show you how you can load data through these 4 methods. So this is how you can load data into Power BI, and some of the things that I told you that you need to take care of in case of Excel. So we just cover how to load data into Power BI. In next video, we're going to watch how to transform data, means how to clean data, how to deal with error values. So for that video, hit on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. So whenever I upload that transform video, you will get notification directly into your notifications share. Until then, keep gaining knowledge. Bye bye.